Hey there, you cool cats and kittens. Today we're going to be starting this one off, probably my longest video yet, and it's an exciting one because we're going to be making the E46 drivable. Because as of now, it seems to mechanically, well, somewhat run, but the biggest problem is the diff. Every time you drive, it goes, and yeah, it sounds exactly like that. So I'm going to be pulling out this 3.46 diff from this 2323i that they had out here. And the reason you want a higher diff ratio is because mine is only like 3 right now, 3.03 I think, and the higher number means shorter gears. I don't know how it all works, but it makes acceleration better and makes it torqueier for drifting essentially. And since this is going to be my drift car slash daily, that is what we want. So what I've done so far is dropped the sway bar, the exhaust, and these two, one heat shield and then another like cross member bar. So all we have to do is disconnect the drive shaft right up in here. It is 4 bolts. And then they're the same bolts that are on the 2 axles we got to disconnect, which are right here, and they're 6 bolts. And then there is 1 big diff bolt right here, and then 2 more right up in the front. And then this bitch should be able to pull out. Also, for my safety, at my junkyard, they just weld these wheels together and stack them. I don't know how your guys' does it, but I always find wheels like just sitting around and stack them up, and then I put a jack stand, and that makes me feel safe enough. So I've got the bolts out of the drive shaft, and then I started taking these ones off of the axles and already almost stripped the first one. I would have been so pissed. So if you're also trying to do this, do not strip them. That's the biggest thing. Drive shaft and axles have been removed, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick tip on how I've been getting these stuck bolts unstuck. And I could have just brought PB Blaster and blasted them all before I started doing this. I should have done that, but I've just been using my foot to kind of press it and hold myself there, and that has been working pretty well. I'm not even gonna lie. It's pretty rusty down here too, so it's surprising. Alright, after getting the diff bolts out, it should just be theoretically able to pull out. So I have put this back seat that I've been using as a mattress while I've been working down here underneath it, just so that if it drops, it kind of drops onto it, and I'm going to try my best to pull it out. Well, that was a bitch because the drive shaft was still connected and did not want to get unstuck. It was like rusted on there, and I don't have, surprisingly, a flathead or anything, so I just went ahead and pulled out the drive shaft with it. Alright, I've got my baby in the wheelbarrow, so we're just going to thank the car for its service real quick and get out of here. Okay, so the next step to welding the diff, you're just going to want to take these 8 bolts out of the top of the diff, or technically the back, I think, as you would call it. And they are all a 16 millimeter, as you can see here. And so just take those out and then just pull up on this cover, and it should just come right off. So then drain the diff and spray it with some brake cleaner to clean it, and then pull off this. And what we're going to do is just do 4 tacks in each corner, as you can see.
That's the brake fluid.
Alright, we got all 4 tacked on each side, and then we're going to build up layers until it looks like this. And ideally, you'll want to do it on both sides, but I guess we didn't have enough time, so we only did one side. And I'll let you guys know how it holds up only doing one side like this. So then in the process, you're going to take some RTV, silicone RTV. I've never used this before, but it was what everyone else was using when I was watching videos. So just make sure you line it up everywhere and get it on the inside of the bolts so that it forms a good seal. And just make sure you read the package. I think it's like wait 30 minutes and then press it on there, and then wait another hour and then firmly press it down. So that's what we'll do.